I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, here with you today for another edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video series in which I tell you a little bit about what you can read in the next day's newspaper. Today is Thursday, February 6th, so I'll be telling you about what you can read online tonight at PeruTribune.com and in the Friday, February 7th print edition of the Peru Tribune. On our lead story, Chad Abshire has a report from Miami Circuit Court where he was on Thursday. He heard several guilty pleas, one of them from Mr. Pfeiffer, who pleaded guilty in a guard stabbing at Miami Correctional Facility. Pfeiffer pleaded guilty to possessing a weapon as an inmate. He is sentenced to 12 years in the Indiana Department of Corrections. Had a few others there. I hope you'll take a look. A lot of meth proceedings in circuit court on Thursday. In our display story, Eric Stoff went out to North Miami High School and Elementary School today to talk to their tech cadre. It's a group of teachers that are working with iPads to learn about the ways they can use them in the classroom before North Miami goes to a one-to-one initiative, which they're planning to do in the fall as they give every student an iPad. It's really interesting stuff about how they're blazing the trail for the other teachers and getting to be guides for them as they adjust to the new technology there. Eric also had a Your Neighbor profile out of North Miami of Ethan Jenkins, who is a student at the high school who's in a creative writing class and won a Scholastic Writing Award for his science fiction short story. Really interesting to hear about what he's interested in, and as a science fiction fan myself, exciting to hear that going on to, I guess what I would call at this point the next generation, although that makes me feel old. Also great to see somebody from Miami County excelling in that kind of area, which you might not necessarily expect them to be interested in. Finally, on the front page, I had a story on election filings. I talked to Paul Wilson, the first deputy clerk of voter registration for the county, about what races are contested. There's one in the Republican side and one on the Democratic side, with filing set to end at noon on Friday for major party candidates. So if you are considering a run for office, please go out Friday morning and get your name thrown in the hat. Democratic convention delegate actually only has one of a possible 9 spots taken as of Thursday afternoon. So if you are a local Democrat and want to go to the state convention, learn some more about the party, and even make some important decisions, all you have to do is ask. Finally, on the sports page, we had 2 stories from Nick Roby. The first is about a Bethel College student, Travis Smith, who is also a Peru High graduate, who's made a transition from offense to defense in his time at Bethel, where he's really excelling. And finally, a profile on a Mechanical diver named Kaylee Gray, who is hoping to break some records. She's already the only 3-time conference champion diver that Coach McManus could tell us about. So wish her all the best in the sectionals starting Friday and continuing Saturday, and all the best to all of the Mechanical swimming team as they go to that sectional. As always, you can read all those stories in tomorrow's print Peru Tribune. You can read them online tonight at PeruTribune.com, and you can find links to them on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are both Peru Tribune. You can also find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Have a great Friday.